Hey, good afternoon. This is Nate Reason with East Madison Toyota in sunny Madison, Wisconsin. Today, 2016 Honda Pilot EXL. This one happens to be equipped with Bruce Entertainment. Not a big deal. At Toyota, we don't sell a bunch of it, but it's still nice to see. This is the 2016 Pilot redesigned for this year. Pretty much completely redone. It's a nice looking truck. A lot of things I like about it. A few things I like better on the Highlander. Some things I like about it, I like the LEDs up front. I'm a sucker for LED lights. On a car, not life-changing, but I like LEDs. Look at the front of the two models. One thing that I just have to point out, I was sort of unimpressed with really differentiation in models. I think about CRV, I think about Honda Pilot, and I think about the Odyssey. They really look the same. The front of the CRV and the Pilot, if they're parked side by side in the lot, with exception to height, they're nearly indistinguishable between the two. I think there should have been some differentiation. Looking at Highlander, we have our corporate front end, but Toyota did a great job of differentiating the two models. One thing I noticed, the hood on the Pilot is very short. I don't know that it's life-changing, but there is a nice, strong hood on the Highlander that really makes it feel like you got something there. I'm standing about 25 feet away, and I hear the tick, 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 and the click, click, click of the direct fuel injection, the Pilot. I'm just not a fan. It makes you think back to years ago when we heard timing chains and all the clatter underneath the hood. The Highlander's running. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is running. The thing is nearly silent. The same was true on the drive. So when I drove this car down the road, I was very happy with the power. I was very happy with the acceleration, but my God, the thing makes a lot of noise. And I think if you're spending 40 grand, it should be a library on wheels. That's something Toyota has always done so well. So again, XLE on the left side, that's Toyota, and 2016 Honda Pilot EXL. Those two are basically going to fight each other in terms of trim level. Both are equipped with Smart Key. Both of them have push to start. One thing I'd point out, I like on the Highlander, we've done away with the black buttons on the door handles. On the Highlander, we've got just a little piece right there to lock and unlock the doors. Honda continues to use the old school black button on the door, which is fine. It is fine. It just, come on, we can do better. Very minor stuff, but hey, in this segment, it is about the minor things. I would also point out in the back of this car, while we're still back here, we've got a glass hatch that opens, which is valuable with family when you've got a lot of stuff loaded up. Maybe it's for the dog, maybe it's to reach the cooler, but you can open the hatch without the hassle of opening up the entire liftgate. Both of us, Highlander and Pilot, both of us are using a power liftgate. It's standard on the machine. Looking at the back of it, I think the styling of the back is okay. I thought there'd be more, but it's not bad. It's not offensive. It's not bad. I think the Highlander is very progressive. I would think that. I'm a Toyota salesman. But I'd point out all the work that we did to reduce wind noise. Look at the sculpting on the rear spoiler. Look at the bottom of it. Look at the sculpting on the diffuser and everything else back there. Look at the beauty in the sculpting in the taillights. Look at how that's part of the body line. That's to cut wind noise. Over here, not so bad. But I'm looking at the Honda Lane Watch. My Lord, that thing hangs down. It might be windy, I don't know. But the Highlander, I know this for a fact, it's quiet. And I like the back end a little bit better. I like the fender flares in the Highlander sticking out a little bit. It makes it look tough. I get that here, but not as much. It's a bit more of a straight panel with a little bit of bump. It's not bad. A couple other things I noticed. Honda does really nice stuff with their second row. I think about CRV and I think about obviously the new Pilot. There are two buttons that are wonderful. Push, and the seat's going to come forward to load the third row. That's pretty good. It's a little tight, but so is Highlander. Neither of these guys rule the world in terms of third row, but they both have very usable third row. Of course, they're both limited in terms of space in third row, but it's meant to be a part-time third row. There's a button here to push if you're stuck in the third row trying to exit the second. Not bad. The seat here is a little disappointing. Now, the seat itself is a little bit short, but it's not terrible. The center, they did cut that short. Highlander, it's one long second row. It's not bad, but they could have done better. I want to point out that an XLE can either come with that bench seat, and again, look at the difference. It's a longer seat. But you can also get second row captains. If you want the easiest way to load the third row, get second row captains and walk right through. Plus on an XLE, standard and unlimited, second row captains are a little bit more luxury back there. So again, they did a nice job. Toyota and Honda look like they're in cahoots. Similar rear climate control setup. Now this car does not have entertainment, so you're only going to find the AC outlet down there and the 12 volt outlet down there. Pilot does the same on this model with the EXL. So again, this is EXL with DVD specifically, and we pick up an AC power outlet. We've got and then we've got inputs for the DVD system. The DVD drive itself is up front where it belongs. Well done. That's great. The interior is trimmed nice. The materials are nice. Everything feels very good here. Just like a Highlander XLE and up, we've got second row sunshades. We do that on both models. Again, it's like the two are in cahoots. So we have them both here. But no, indeed, they're not in cahoots. They're made by different companies. Now, Toyota has done a lot of work to make the dashboard area wonderful on this car, and I want to point that out. So I'm going to pop in here. I'm going to start with my Highlander. Now, on an XLE, navigation is standard. You don't have to get an option for it. On the Pilot, nav is not standard, but you have a beautiful giant screen for everything else. Excuse me. So just take a look at this. It's well laid out. We have knobs for volume and knobs to tune the radio. We've got this wonderful new setup on this great big screen where the three things you need the most are available to you. Radio on top, weather or phone in the second spot. I have it set for weather now, but I can change it to phone, and nav is there. You'll see that we do traffic all the time for free over the HD band, so that's why there's green on the highway there. If I touch, I load up to full screen nav, easy peasy. If I go over here and hit home again, I go back to the home screen with the 3 split, and I can change this to what I want, and I can change this to what I want. I just do it through settings, I do it through home screen, change this to phone, hit OK. Now you got your phone there. With your phone there, you have 4 speed dials for contacts. It's really great. This is newer for us since 2014 in Highlander. We have a 4.2-inch screen that shows all the fuel economy information. It's all here. It's easy stuff. We will show you compass. We'll show you nav instructions if you're under guidance. Here we've got satellite radio, so all the radio controls are there. And then we've got warning stuff there, settings to change the settings for this. So this is really, really nicely done. And again, I'm just going to pull out and let you look at it. It's beautiful. The knobs, I want you to note the climate control, I want you to note the storage down here. It's really, really, really nicely done. I want to look at the console. It's the biggest console we ever made. I believe we took this right out of Honda's rule book and set it in the midsize SUV. Should have a console big enough to put a kid in there in the event that there's more kids than seats. They've done it. Alright. Let me point this out. This is a manual seat. This guy's power. Now look at him a little closer. So I'm going to jump out of this XLE. We're going to jump into this EXL. Just one moment. I want you to see that seat. There are 10 adjustments. That's a huge deal in this Highlander. On a long trip, that forward adjustment allows us to extend the seat cushion out so it's more comfortable. There's power seat adjustments, lumbar. It's easy stuff. One thing we're missing here that Pilot does. Pilot does Honda Lane Watch. We do not have blind spot monitor in this car until you get to Limited. But at Limited, I'm looking at both mirrors all the time, so they're amber indicators versus a camera. This happening all the time, plus I give you cross-traffic alert. So, let's take a look inside the Pilot. Nice machine, but I'm biased. I sell Toyota, but my God, they hand us the segment. I don't believe this is much of a challenge. It's a nice truck, but it's no Highlander. So the dashboard is very nice. I think it's a very nice design. I do. However, when I picked this thing up, I reached for the radio control, and there is none. It's a slider right there on the screen, which is fine. But I think if you're in a hurry to turn the radio up or down, you want a knob to turn the volume up or down and even change the radio station. The glare is not Honda's fault. I have the roof open. Let me close it. There we go. I want to point out the climate controls. Not bad, but we think back to Toyota. I've got a round knob. Just turn the knob. Why would you want to do anything else? Just turn the knob. I like the placement of the DVD player, so if you're going to play a DVD for the kids, you have control up front. That's the way that should be done. That's perfect. Heated seat controls, all right up front where they belong. That's fine. we move our heated seats controls down by the shifter, but we got a completely different layout. Big tray, and this thing slides open. Nice looking smart key this year. Done a nice job with it. I'm going to come over here. They also have a display screen, and we can walk through some of the same things. And it's not as robust as Highlander, but it gives you the same basic details. So I think they did a nice job there, but I still think Highlander is a lot more luxurious. I think it's beautiful. I think they did a great job. So that's a quick look at Honda Pilot versus 2015 Highlander XLE. I think they're both great choices. I do. But I think Toyota absolutely hit a home run. They hit a grand slam. They won, they won the division, whatever you want to say. That 2014 Highlander, same as the 15, came out swinging with #1 in reliability in the midsize class. In its first year, that's the best first year reliability against other midsize manufacturers who've been trying for 5, 6, 7 years. They came out and they crushed it. My money buys a Highlander. Listen, this is Nate Reason with East Madison Toyota. Thanks for watching. Oh, that thing is good looking. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Make it a great Toyota day.